Yeah, they're kind of in a sticky situation here, and NIP need to justify this pick by taking it. It feels like a must-win in this series.
NaVi fully blinded out, but Alexi's gone nonetheless. Buster is obviously here with 2 more. You've got a full mid stack coming through with 4 focused over, but Hobbit's demise frees up the banana. Axel still fighting back in middle, is able to keep Rez out at bay. Shiro long range, tag down. Axel switches out, and the bomb is hightailing it back towards the B bomb site. Smoke will be interrupting their procedure back to the B site themselves, so Shiro instead tries to work the wraparound.
Oh god. If Axel holds this smoke, it is a pivotal duel, but the fact that he's taken so long just means that Shiro's on an island by himself, and so if Config finds this kill, this round might just certainly be done. Axel's so detached from the action, and sure, 2 kills is nice, but they can play this 2-on-1 by just buying time. No kit available for Axel.
Not necessarily the most high value, but whatever, man. You're getting nothing from the round. At best, a kill or 2, and that could be lining up here. We'll be able to pick up the extra 600, so yeah. At least it's consolation in the form of 4 frags for Axel. He is, at the end of the day, being kicked around, and you can't really blame him if the ball goes out into someone else's yard, and then they come scolding you that, no, whatever, childhood memories. But now, they're heading into a stack, and Axel Hobbit has started off very well. Axel, though, losing out that A4, so you're reliant on Buster. The ball is fighting back, but now has been removed from the field.
He's called it quits. No chance that he could have made this round more interesting. Maybe just going for some extra damage. There is a buy around the corner, and they've done some decent damage in rounds gone by. Brolan needs to escape into pit, but will deal with the threat. Now can sit himself inside this corner, and even if the bomb did go off, apartments being occupied like that. To lose Brolan at the start is a little bit poor, but Config at least trying to make up for it. Rez gone as well. So... well, no, that is, but, you know, it's more about, you know, positional control, you know, taking a through spawn towards this B bomb site. Right now, Cloud9 none the wiser.
Shiro lies in wait. Boost up behind the smoke. Shiro can't find the frag. Brolan just gets him down, and Config's gone and got a second as well. B bomb site occupied, and once again, C9 will be forced back on the save. We're seeing similar things become a pattern, as it is going to just be...
Cloud9 will be pushed down into the dumps, but
the only question is, where is this utility going to be used up? Buster, one way being set up for himself, going to try and work off of the angle. Can't spot out the apartments player. Axel good for 1 inside the bomb site. He's paired up with Buster so effectively, they're just not able to get onto the site. Axel goes ahead and finds another, and Rez is all alone. No damage dealt so far, and Cloud9 want to keep it that way.
NaVi is here and could cut Rez out, but instead of revealing a little too much skin, 22 HP is all that's left from the last remaining NIP player, and they will keep 4 afloat.
Seems like it's almost a crime to take the up away from Shiro, to be honest, but now flashes to fly. He's got the rifle to try. Conflict from behind the smoke. Getting ready to push through, and as soon as they do, prep it up. Config on the lineup just spams him out. Hobbit's gone as well. NaVi on the AWP has got to come up and show in a highlight reel what he can do with the rifle. Problem is the flank coming out from Config, and NaVi is basically going to be gone. Switching out, is on his head. 8 seconds on the clock. They can't plant the bomb. Config, another kill through the smoke found, and now it's a 2-on-3. Buster and Axel looking to save.
This could just get pre-fired, and probably should be.
I mean, Config's been very good about those so far. The question is, will he be aware of it? Rez going down towards the A-bomb side. It's a peek forward. Brolan doesn't quite get the kill that Config would have. At least we think he might have. Hobbit. 3 players to deal with, no flashes. It's all one-on-one duels. Gets the first one, but it's Alexi to overrun and overwhelm. The problem is crossing over will be impossible. Shiro guarding it off, and a second frag for him, easy as can be. Makes it 3 for the round. Rez, of course, his first victim.
Yeah, he's just throwing over utility, but they're going to capitalize on this timing. NIP executing A.
And they want to go for a quick pop out. Axel has to be careful he doesn't just get caught by a few more flashes. The Tech 9's going to be deadly. Buster, though, on the bomb side, the only player left, and he will not be able to contest.
The retake utility is made redundant effectively by not being able to have a more forward post or being able to lean a certain direction based on a lack of utility sailing back at you. It just felt like Cloud9
holding on. Rez doesn't really want to contest this, but I think he's going to be forced to pretty soon. Flashbang won't matter. Rez wasn't expecting the op on the other side, so even when blind, Shiro is deadly.
And Axile's immediately taken position over at balcony, so Alexi knife out and unsuspecting. Config was getting ready to boost himself up, but Axile, even just round that smoke, deploys on the end of Balk, and Config can't do a damn thing about it. Down to 10 HP and now finished off. Axile 2 kills and doing a whole lot with this SMG.
Wow. He is back in library. Should not be able to continue to provide any support in this situation if they are just going to take the peek forward before he can take the angle, but no. Looking to accelerate over towards the B-bomb side. There are pieces of utility available for this. Hubbard has to be careful. Flashbang a little bit late, and it won't be catching him out at all. Nafany's here on the cover, gets 3. No return frags whatsoever, and although he does end up falling, it's 15 seconds. Hobbit being pushed in upon. Rez has found the kill, and the farmers can be reloaded as well. Buster. Suddenly, things are getting a little bit interesting. Head tricks at the M4 as well. Shiro spotted out. Shotpin miss a grenade to go backwards, and Rez is trying to close the distance with the flashbang. He'll be taking the peek forward. Rez, it's a shot that he could find. Head trick, though, will be left to deal with this all on his own. Shiro, head spotted, but not given. 1-on-2 still continuing. Grenade does soften him up down to the 1 bullet mark. Wants to try thinking of the rotate backwards as well. Shiro's the only one with the kit, so Buster cannot go for the stick. Headtrick wants to go for the spam. Will be unable to find it, though does not commit to the attempt. Instead focuses on the body he could see. Does C9 have to go for the play individually or instinctively? Buster, second smoke comes out. They want to try and catch him out, and they will spot him as he does double back through the smoke. Config's got his dry spell out and broken, and there's still 25 seconds left. The B-bomb site will be the site that they look to commit on to. Hobbit's the only player nearby to really truly defend it, and Rez has snuck past Nafany. He's a dead man walking. Rez finds the frag, 15 on the clock, and Rez wants to try straight past, find the player, boosts it up, will be able to get the trade, and with just the 11 seconds left, they will have the bomb plant. Rez even goes and finds a third in the meanwhile. CT is just not safe.
Just the fact that he's got 3 Ts to deal with and having an AWP in hand is so difficult to crack into this nut, and it feels like NIP are going to be picking pistachios all the way to the bank. It is an 8th round at the very least from NIP on their T side.
Question is, will be they making a foray back to the B-bomb site? Because grenades shouldn't be finding much at all, because Cloud9 does not want to take the lead alongside with it. Rez is emptying out his magazine, and in the meanwhile, Hobbit and Brolin already starting off the fight. The grenade being lined and prepped up for the bomb plant. Actually like that quite a bit. That's a huge amount of damage. Buster and Shiro worse for wear, and can't be feeling happy about that one, but the retake is on. They've a flash of smoke and a kit for Alexi. Rez is gone in the meanwhile. Config wants to take a stand, but he's not. Shiro's still alive. Flashbang to try and push him into coffins, but by that time they've already abandoned it. A 4-on-4 where the T's have got so much space to fall back on and go for a fadeaway shot or two. Config wants to take the lead. Buster is already taken the knee, and Axel still backed away in a new box. Is supposed to be the insurance policy. Headtrick is there. They're pushing through. The bomb diffuser is gone, and so's their chances of winning this round. Headtrick, a single HP, and even that won't be allowed to stay.
Yeah, Shiro will go out with the bomb, but the mission accomplished.
Well, I'm sure he got his attention with the head being taken down. Buster, though, will get the trade. Smoke to differentiate and segment off of pit. It's going to be a ISO focus back onto the bomb site. Config, though, still a chance given to himself as Alexi B's found Axel. Now pushing through. Alexi's got 2. Buster and Shiro now left to try and clean up the pieces. Shiro's got a Molotov that he doesn't feel comfortable pulling out, so he's effectively got no util whatsoever. Grenade will find nothing. Buster will find one more. And it's back to the 2-on-2. Rez and Config trying to push through. Config coming in for the creep forward. Rez spots him out. Shiro swaps it out, and he's gone for the underground push for Config into the grave. Rez, 18's all he's got, and he's getting so many tags out. So much damage, but just not the round nip. Can't see it, so can't be sure. Meanwhile, though, can't see a train. It is going right to the grave. Apartments, more like a burial ground. Right now, Config and Alexi just cleaning it all up. It's funeral services for 4.
Is there a rifle in his path? Well, it's right there. But he's going to make noise to pick it up, and Headtrick, a watchful eye on it. Not exactly putting in a lot of contingencies, but this sheer AWP might just be the pry bar they need.
back to brackets and just find a random kill out there because you're just not expecting an opera to do something like it. Meanwhile, Jiro just got one for free. Alexi trying to fight back. There's two through the smoke. He could collect a bomb, but the double swing is there. Shiro has found the frag, and with that, the round is gone as well. Alexi may be a window present, but not one he is able to climb through.
And now suddenly he's on a flank in B. They are none the wiser.
He literally went through between the two of them. No collisions whatsoever either. That's insane. He's threaded the needle, and now the needle is going back towards the A bomb site. And it's NaVi to strike once, NaVi to look twice. It's Config who shuts it down. So still a player on the bomb site. Alexi giving up a chance. This MP9 is going to be getting dirty over here. Looks for the bomb. Should be able to get it. Runs a freebie. It's a guarantee. B. Alexi B is going to be the baby of the B bomb site. Goes ahead and just crushes them all. Not noticed in the slightest, but despite everything that he's able to find, Config's demise just means that they will still end up forfeiting the round. Both IGLs having such sneaky plays, but neither being the reason why the round was won or lost. Timing where he now has to be careful about the boost up. Buster does get taken down. Headtrick with a fantastic flick and a Molotov to keep them at bay. Rotation still not here. He knows that there are more players behind. That was literally a boost up. Flashes to fly through. Headtrick to dodge him out. And another frag found. Hobbit, the casualty, and a flashbang to keep Shiro out of the bomb set. He's the one with the bomb, don't forget. So NaVi taking the charge and leading into the smoke is just another casualty. Headtrick. Fantastic round from him coming through. Shiro, though, given a chance before the flashbang bloomed and just cannot find the kill. When the smoke dissipates, Rez could look to try and push through a new smoke, but instead just goes for the one. Yikes, that's not a one, right? That's just a gap. Flash forward, Roland wants to take the peek. NaVi is gone. Got another Molotov as well, so scaling onto this bomb set's going to be impossible, or at least near to it. Buster still lurking back in the apartments, will have nothing to add to the conversation. One that is now extended. Exile wants to keep on talking 15 seconds, but might be sent walking. Rez on the back of the bomb site shows off his elbow, and his head's going to be soon to fall. Alexi trying to move back over. Shiro's found the frag. That's so fast. Right back to the 2-on-2.
So key, and they've got a lot of util to make this work. They've got a kit available as well here on NIP, but this kill could just decide it all. Head trick, deep CT, so split, and that AWP primed on him. Shiro's got it on lock, and now suddenly Config's the last man standing.
With just his shoulder initially. It's a bit of a mystery to the situation, and 45 seconds. Flash is ready. They want to find the frag, but the Molotov is just too good. They're able to find Config, regardless of the smoke that was thrown by Rez later on into it. Are they aware that Rez is still around the corner, though, is the question. NaVi trying to spray inside it. Rez moves back to the corner where it's a little bit been spotted, but NaVi doesn't know. He's hidden behind the pillar. Rez peeks out forward, now will fall. Didn't have armor anyhow, so it was going to be difficult, and now it's just 257s, neither one of which have a chance to really find anything here.
Yeah, Brolin spotted as well, and just trying to hunt for some extra damage if he can find it, but his exit is already secured into the next round. Little buffer, so it will have to be a comeback for NIP to force OT. As we just move into Vertigo and then overpass to follow if even needed.
And the same bomb site players are still just not moving. Buster's gone back towards CT. Axel has gone. Brolin maintains position. Shiro does not want to contend. And as Buster actually goes for the wraparound back in through Coffin, the question is who's watching out for it? Is Rez keeping an eye out over there? Does look like that should be the case, but no. Even he's going to be focused into CT. Headtrick's covering off the cross, so the bomb has been dropped. There shouldn't be time, and it's 15 where Cloud9 will be contained to for now. Nip. Can they find this last kill after time? No, not quite.
He's been able to get a series of multi-kills over on this B-bomb site as well. It's been critically important.
Oopsie.
Oh, wow. What is the timing on that? Alexi just trying to throw a nade on the mid-control.
Hobbit's even gone and lurked through Bolden on the other side. Who's going to be clocking here? It's all about that Hobbit versus Brolin matchup, but he doesn't know his Config is over coming in from behind. Config knows where Hobbit is over at Library. Catches him out. Axel's finding them getting aggressive, and Headtrick around the corner can find nothing as well. But Config's still here. A chance given up. They're all coming over to his bomb site, but C9 will persevere and overrun him regardless. The sheer manpower that they had is enough, and Cloud9 will find 16. There's 4 players that are getting ready to buzz over his way, and he better start shooting with these dualies. Very soon, Molotov sails by. Second flashbang is good to keep him blind, and he's given up his location. The audio cue sent out. Axel with a quick one, and Rez not going to be smoked off soon. Isolated duel for Buster, and the quick double tap on the head will be all it takes to bring him down there. He's dead. Brolin, Config, the big 2, but now just the big 1. And I feel like this is going to be a big one to run away from and just try and save this Kevlar for either one of these players.
Yeah, pretty solid. Just execute onto this B bomb site, not getting anything for their efforts. Alexi just trying to tuck himself into a nice little cheesy angle to get away with 1 extra kill. Could find 2 if NaVi's not too careful. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you had to go and jinx it, Michael.
Well, it should have been easy pickings, but instead it's all finger licking. No problem dealing with this, it should be the assumption. And, well, a cute little run boost right into death. Yeah, it's a nice idea, perhaps, but they will get too much from it. Good overwhelming of their players over towards Ivy, though, and they've got their hands on rifles.
I mean, they will be able to keep their hands on them as Hobbit's going to be coming through on the other side. The home delivery of checks continues over. I feel like this is...
And looked at a lot of the games that happened and made it their own. You know, they were, in 2020, both them and Endpoint were certainly trailblazers on this map. And have been able to maintain that form, even moving away from, you know, into Tier 1. Consistency has been astonishing, but so is the consistency here from NIP. Another gun round and another...
Buster. One way right above him. There could be an opportunity to spam in, but Alexi's found his back. Alexi. Buster just completely lost out in the open, and Alexi's more than happy to put him down. Is this another save call? And this is something we have to obviously keep in mind, that eventually the save calls stop being effective. Shiro knife out, and over he goes. Rez there to shut him down and out, and even switches over for the AWP. Oh, this could be dangerous. This could be really tough. They're going to be on the reload pretty soon as well. NaVi good for 1, but he doesn't know. The sneak attack coming their way very soon. Hobbit's trying to keep an eye out for it. Brolin, though. Come on, Brolin. You know, you want to be able to commit to this one, but instead fades away and backs off. There's no extra support from Ramp. Headtrick is gone. Brolin all alone on the A-bomb site. Config's rotation will at least be timely. Brolin not forced to contend, but as soon as he even shows an elbow, Shiro's more than happy to take him down. Grenade will be peppering him, but Shiro's not ready to be cooked up yet.
NIP do have enough in the tank to recommit regardless.
This is where every single timing matters. Molotov is great. It'll be isolating out long enough for Rez and Headtrick to try and close the distance. They've got to dodge bullets coming out from the teen containers, and indeed they're able to do so. Alexi, the smoke's only got a couple of seconds left on it. He's already being tagged and fragged. Rez alone on the bomb site. Good only for the 1. 2-1-3. Rez turns from the flashbang, wants to push through. It's between him and Config's up. Makes it all the more convincing of a case to try and save, but the Molotov backwards. Hobbit found out 2-on-2, and you know they want to go for it now. Deep nade, but it doesn't quite go all the way through where they needed it to. Shiro. Light round peak is reserved in for him. Rez, however, does have a window for him to be able to defuse from behind, and they do tap it out. They do show it off. Rez going through! And both players with the kit. What a retake and what a sight hold from Rez.
Yeah, fantastic work.
Has been caught out a few times over there as well, won't lie to you. And this might be one of them. NaVi, great angle to be able to find himself into. Just sneaks past. He's had the ramp number a few times over. Hobbit now found and brought down. Rez is only good for the 1, so still a 3-on-3 maintained, only to be converted into an advantage for the T side. Cloud9 with the connection on Config. Have a lot of room to maneuver around the map as well. Nip are committing to the rotate back towards a B-bomb site. The grenade finds absolutely nothing, a bit premature from Alexi. As the bomb was nowhere close to being planted, Shiro finds a peek, and Headtrick's left behind to try and save the op as well.
Getting double spotted in at ramp, you know, the the quick kill there from Rez certainly helped them out in understanding what was ahead of them. Then they left him with extra util, and he's been trying to do his best to keep him busy, and NIP have the right call.
Missed that Molotov makes it all the easier. Head trick, good for one. Alexi from the side coming in. The flash is great, but his aim fails him at that moment. 20 seconds is all they've got, so the B-bomb side has to be the commitment. Rez finds Hobbit. Not quite the frag for Config. Config's playing the closer angle to try and duo up with Head trick. In the meanwhile, Sierra's demise has met the op. Perhaps recoverable. Head trick.
This time Brolin doesn't really hang around, but Alexi B is right behind him for what is a little bit of re-aggression. Only the sandbags they'll insert, but Hobbit Axel have found their respective kills. Brolin taken out of the equation. Will they account that Alexi is right by him and also taking up the exact same position?
Alexi knows where they are, knows that it's being lined up and ready to go. Flashbang would be quite nice to have, but Headtrick's the only one who can deploy. Will not be doing so. Alexi holds on to the trigger. Good for 1-2, and really it's Headtrick who steals away the 3 from him. Otherwise could have seen him getting that. Funny, guys, you really should be going for the commitment soon, and they're hoping that rotations away would have happened, but now that the commitment is coming through, the double alley position will be incredibly hard to maintain. Buster leading the charge with the AK. Shadow spotted out, but he gets the frag. Headtrick now could be caught out. Good for the one, switching out back to the second angle. Bomb yet to be planted. They cannot find it and put it down. What's going on here? Cloud9 will have to get the kill, but they won't. Right in the nick of time, Alexi B looked like he'd gone into the jaws of death, and indeed he had. There's so little to actually move through and past the smoke. It's going to be very difficult if the flashes don't catch out Brolin. He's not looking to catch them at all, though. He just repositions right back to sandbags in the defensive position as where he is punished for it. Head trick can only cover off a long-range angle back to Ali, and that's where Alexi wants to try and recontest in.
20 seconds once again, and Config finally gets the kill on the mid lurk, able to upgrade his way into an AK. Alexi just holding his spot, and he's got teammates right behind him as well. Hobbit finally able to trade, but there's no util left on this bomb site, no safe coverage to get this plant down, and even just trying to prevent Headtrick from denying the bomb, that was key. That's the kill they need, and that's a 10th attained here for NIP. There's no ifs or buts about it, and dying after time. NaVi.
Axel's the only one with the AK, but he's trapped in inside the bomb site, so this will be a little bit difficult to hold on to. Shiro waiting for the piece forward. NaVi is still docked away. The B250 can't find anything. Axel and Shiro are the ones who find it all. 5th round for Cloud9. There's 2 stars. Putting it all together and giving them the chance in the second half. We're going to be back after a short break. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
For both of these squads, 2 smokes, a flash, a kit. The nades are great onto Hobbit, but that's the majority of the offensive utility already extinguished from the NIP side. But all this presence, not a whole lot of footsteps. Finally, Buster makes contact.
Contact, yes. Kills, no. Now we'll have to try and make up for it, but Brolin's taking his head out. Hobbit and Axel are able to find a kill apiece, but there is Nathani traded out. Axel's still alive at the back of the bomb site, smoking himself off, trying to dart around the metal, but it's just not happening. The beams not giving him enough protection, and Shiro's left in a 1-on-3 all alone. The double swing getting lined up and ready to go. Config playing in from the back line. Shiro looking for cash. That's what he's all about, because that is the only objective that is still left to be able to be acquired in this round. And even that looks to be falling by the wayside. Config, what an angle to have. Wow, that's a nice shot.
See if this Danish knife cuts a little deeper. Config over at Ivy. Smoke is good and well timed. Double flashes from Config. He's going to try and capitalize, jumping straight through into the loving arms of NaVi, who's found himself a secondary. 28 seconds and getting caught and ground to a halt on this ramp take.
They're also just being sandwiched in upon from either side, so this is just looking like it's going to be impossible. Hobbit pushes through the smoke. 2 quick kills found, makes it look free and easy. Alexi, if he could get the bomb plant, to be honest, that would have been quite nice, but good time on the Molotov, but instead it's just rest to find the frag. Axel taken down. Buster now left all alone on the B-bomb site. So on that boost working out for the other side as well, but Buster's there. Great shot and backs off. He's been playing this side so well, but the flashes have been avoided. Nip reads into it, and now with the major advantage of 4-2 is Hobbit to push out. Good for 1. Backs off as well, trying to duck and dive around the corners. The grenade's going to do damage, but not much beyond it. Hobbit has to finish it off. It's a full 2-on-4. They're bringing it all back. Headtrick's all that exists to try and stop them. Good for the 1, not for the second. Hobbit recovers.
But they've got control of this B bomb site. Taking over the B steps was Buster, and he has to just maintain his position, keep himself alive for as long as humanly possible, because they can just surround, they can capture all the remaining NIP players if he's able to stay alive, but eventually vacated, Axile taking up his space, and now they know about him. They're so fixated on dealing with him, they were lunging to get rid of this presence, and now suddenly another flank. Shiro, AWP, not even needed. It's down to the 5-7. This is buying room for NaVi to creep in.
There's at least one freebie guaranteed. It has to be Headtrick to try and save the day. Rez should be gone, but around the corner will be fully cleared. Yes, no, it will be. The backpack spotted out. Headtrick good for another, and it's a quick defuse that he's going to commit to. There is no time. There's no kit. It's going to be so damn hard. Headtrick knows he can't actually fight for it. He has to rely purely on luck, and that luck is just not with him. NaVi gets the full defuse. Headtrick
doing a good job of at least forcing them away from ramp. That's because mid control has been attained by NIP. NaVi counterkill. Brolin has been losing that head-to-head time and time out. And Axile as well punished on pushing through B. They know that they've got most of these A players captured, and Rez almost caught off, but able to adjust. This is a save call from Cloud9.
That looked like NaVi had the timing window for a second. That's the second time where Rez is barely just escaped the sidelines of NaVi, but this time will actually find the frag.
12 games on Vertigo they've been able to win. That's why they field a 100% win rate.
Mid connector to see if what he can find. There's a one-way here. Brolin trying to exploit it. Will be able to spot out Hobbit's elbow, but not get the kill. Grenade should be able to finish it off, but Hobbit gets at least one before he falls. NaVi is still yet to reveal himself. The MP9 could try and make something happen, but he's not moving through. Buster's Deagle spotted out. Can't find the shots. Can't find the frag. It's Shiro who's got to get that job done. But keep an eye out on Config. He's on the lurk, coming in from behind. The map is thinning. It is getting smaller and smaller, and Shiro's boost up is about to be found out as well. Alexi knows that all they have to do is buy time and wait. Bide it. Config good for the one, but can't get the second. Headtrick's found NaVi in the meanwhile. Shiro's burning. Shiro's burnt. They've got one win condition, and it has to be Shiro.
One-way smoke that's down. Headtrick won't be the one to clear it, but Buster, his support has been dealt with. Hobbit trying to distract, pull attention away from Shiro, but he has to get his kill and he can't. No success from either of them round those smokes, and Axile a 1-on-5 with this Deeg nade out. It's good damage. They were clustered together, but now receiving this MP9. I don't know if it's a godsend or a death sentence. It will in fact be the latter. One kill is all he will get, and Cloud9 falter. They fumble and they lose the bag. For that util to sail out on this A bomb side, they have culminated their presence, and they're ready for this exec. But there's 3 men here on NIP.
Axel already a lost cause, and these smokes are going to be sailing so far forward. This aggressive setup from Nip is going to look good. Config taken down, but good for the one before he is traded away. Alexi setting up for the flank. Rez still docked in behind Optimus. Good for the double. Shiro good for at least bringing it back a little bit, but the bomb is so far away from himself and his own body, it'll be tough to recover. Brolin on the other side waiting for it to be tapped. He does fake it out. Shiro can't find the frag or the bomb plant. Giving up an extra 17 seconds of security back towards B. You're not going to see Brolin rotating anytime soon, and with Hobbit fighting Alexi, that becomes even more difficult a situation to be stuck inside. Hobbit is going to continue pressuring on. Config's found out as well. Hobbit's doing it all. Headtrick now located, and they don't even know what exactly is safe ground, what exactly is safe territory. Where do you go back if you want to take these rifles forward? Brolin has adjusted for it, though.
I don't know if he just saw like a small hairline. Someone might have called it for him. Oh my god.
Wow. That is old man strength right there. Hobbit slightly beyond what is already there, because it feels like he's being given a lot of freedom so far.
At some point or another, we should see an adaptation from NIP to take short control, but a burst into B is what was planned. That smoke faded, and Axile was set up with a flash, but Config was undeterred. A couple of kills, and there is no counter. NaVi will also drop to the same hands. Hobbit, all that remains. A 1-on-5. Bomb dropped other side of Monster, and they know where he's been positioned. Brolin can try and hunt him after time, but like you said, it's more important, more imperative that
Alexi and Headtrick ready to put up a defense and put up a delaying force. Config is the one that they are going to be delaying for. Hobbit, though, not spotted out. What is this angle? He's playing behind the benches. Finds Config, but it's still 2-on-3. Shiro low, does not want to contend. Alexi's position given up. There is no readjustment. There's no repositioning available. Headtrick, though, he's misread it. They have completely misread it. Config's demise and the slight delay from Cloud9 means Alexi is the only one who can prevent anything from happening, and he's coming in from behind, trying to push forward through long. But it's just not going to work out for them. Axel's kind of struggling out with the movement over there. Buster is forced to take his place. 3 men straight in from long. They come. Headtrick is going to be left, and he's down and out. Axel right back into the game. What a triple kill. Entries all the way. God damn.
Yeah, they even got that molly down. That was supposed to slow him, but he just kept on pushing forward.
Config could be caught out, but the Molotov, oh no, the Molotov actually mistimed a little bit, but Alexi's the one who falls, and even goes for the jump up. Axel's insane. They want to keep on going, they need to keep it going, but the pressure is going to be stopped. Config on the other side of things will find the frag on the Hobbit. Meanwhile, Headtrick creeping through. Frag on Buster. Good for one. They can't rotate back. It's Brolin and Config who are going to be able to keep it contained. Config's demise is traded away. Brolin will keep on fighting. 8 seconds on the clock. Shiro with the bomb plant will be able to bring it back into contention. But it's a Molotov from Headtrick. It'll reveal his position. Shiro knows where Headtrick's coming in from. Now the AWP is scoped in. Perfect timing window for Shiro to be able to back up before he's even touched by the Molotov. The flames will not even lick his feet, and now contemplating the full rotation back to heaven. Not really the best plant for it either, so Headtrick shouldn't be expecting it at the very least. He's going to be clearing out every little nook and cranny, but as he goes back, it's the wrong way. It's the wrong path, but Shiro's got the wrong angle again. Still, the timing is perfect, Shiro. What a round again between him and Axel, getting all 5 frags.
You the bomb, take this. It's your responsibility now.
Brolin. Great shot to find. Afni, that's where he punished off Headtrick in the previous round as well. Brolin's retreat is also enabled. The grenade doesn't find him, but the peak will. Axel shuts him down in the meanwhile. Alexi, who'd come over to give some backup, is now back down. 20 seconds again. Clock is an ally of NIP, but only if they can config. Will not be able to do that. If it's the A side, the way they're manipulating Nip, they're creeping too long, they're finding the early entries.
And when that got shut down, we've seen nothing since.
Brolin, good for the one. Flashbang's there to cover him off for a second peek out as well. Bomb's been dropped, maybe. It's time. NaVi hasn't actually moved away though, and this is where Brolin will continue to be the focal point, the linchpin, and he will find the bomb yet again. A triple kill from him and his aggression. Finally, Cloud9 will falter.
Yeah, and a round on Brolan's shoulders. What a call to make to get aggro through long. It's such a late timing as well. Hobbit not spotting the elbow, but might have seen it had he had the zoom in, but very difficult.
Oh no, the jump spot's not going to be able to see them until maybe it's even too late. Brolin, they're all right next to him. Brolin's gone. NaVi, jump up. Taking a leaf out of Axel's notebook.
Wow. I said he was the only confident man, but now that confidence has been shaken. Rest of NIP, can they perform on B?
Hobbit is the one to test that. He's going to find that soon. The op on the other side. Headtrick finds one. Flash is still going to be flying through. They want to commit to this B-bomb site. Smoke's there as well to try and progress forward. Headtrick's going to be blocked off by it. Rez in the meanwhile with some good spam will also keep them at bay. There is no one in A, but Nipper still rotating. Config's demise met now. Rez almost caught out, but while blind is good for another. We're going to keep on fighting it out, delaying for so long. Headtrick as well, just firing out shots in the crack, but it gives Chiro his location away, and Buster with the frag means the bomb can be planted. Alexi, a 1-on-3, a bomb that'll do good damage and give him a real chance, but it's a first frag that really gives him a shot into things. No more Shiro. Will have to drop down eventually. C9 doubling up back and short. Alexi's got a kit, we know it. Knows he needs to accelerate regardless of that though. No smokes, no molotovs, no utility, no nothing. All he's got is a chance to try and get the frag. Spots out the shoulder of NaVi, but NaVi himself has also been able to get a quick sightline out over Alexi. Has now forfeited the round. It's 11 for Cloud9. What a T-side from them. Overpass is looking convincing. Maybe it might be over, but Ninjas are still going to try and fight it back after a short break. Just a little bit. Will be able to spot out the players towards the end of it. Repositions as well, but this Molotov is going to be aimed right towards him. NaVi fire at his backside. Cannot retreat. Will be able to get the one and actually ducks away right in the nick of time. 3 HPs. All he's got. Config will circle around. And Brolin's done the same. Brolin's moving forward. Brolin's got a chance and a timing capitalized on. He doesn't know Axel is around the corner though. And Axel now face into by the double peak will be Brolin to overrun him regardless. Hobbit looking to try and fight back. There is an angle to work off of, but not one where the head was visible. And Buster as well, now caught out. Head trick keeps on just swaying them away, waiting for his teammates to come up for assistance. There is a kit available, and Hobbit is trying to stick it. Head trick still around the corner, never dealt with, has started off the T side with a bang.
Floating between the bomb sites is NaVi, still supporting from heaven.
Want to take the peek forward. Hobbit to lead the charge. This is such good timing to push all the way through. Switches out as well. Goodbye, Rez. Hello, Hobbit. Axel's been such an incredibly key portion of the map over here. And he's going to be given that opportunity again. Config turned around, not looking at him. Axel, good for the one. More coming his way. Flashbang avoided. Axel's good for a second. Shearer's there to pair up. He's got to hit it. Another shot. Won't be able to find it, though. Alexi shuts him down.
Yeah.
Me? Well, he's gone, by the way, so that's a big entry to find, but Rez, that's an even bigger one. A 2-on-1 where Buster was given a chance and a duty just to cordon off a part of the map, and now it's been upgraded, a promotion that he's simply not ready for. Flashbang and incendiary. But he's never going to think that both of these players have gone to the back of the bomb site. The one at most, Molotov, might be the wrong position. Alexi's gone at the very least, but he's only got 4 HP. Rez is going to go for the full swing. 52 on him. And Buster with the kid is just prioritizing damage. He will find it. No time left. It's right at the nip of it, but he will not have it. Not at all.
Oh, it's so close. 3 of these riflers are having influence now on this T side is... I mean, I say it's significant. It is a win condition.
It was the win condition even the previous time they played, yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of those problem players has already been dealt with through the smoke, and they try to go right through it. Oh, dear. Not the right time for it. They were heavily clustered for that hit. Look at that radar. 3 players ready to fight for Monster. The AWP of Sheer was right behind them just as leverage a...
Trailblazing, the advantage you've got is, hey, it doesn't matter if you lose a round or two. But do you go for a change of pace when things are already quote-unquote working out, right? Yeah. Alexi calls, hey, let's go try and go for a B-rush. Maybe we can catch them off guard, but also at the same time, that's not what you've been doing all game long. And there's a lot of plays that he can make from this position, but NaVi, he's going to get caught out. No, Config can't find the frag, even if he was completely prepared for the retreating NaVi. The timing was perfect, just the crosshair was not.
What a choice to go for aggression as well from Cloud9. Already throwing a massive spanner in the works of what was the last buy in the tank for NIP. Great flash, Rez 1 kill, but that won't quite cut it. Margins are already too far gone, and Brolin turned the other way. Hobbit, Molly on the bomb, so Head Trick left alone. Divided between him and the bomb, and the divider is where he'll sit. Weather forecast turning up Cloud9, and NaVi might even put an end to a save attempt from Head Trick. This AWP no longer a part of the equation. Well, that's just about the simplest kill ever. He was almost caught quick switching as well, but got his gun out right in time.
Well, speaking of simple kills, that's a 1, that's a 2. That's a little bit less simple, but at least it's a 4.
And NaVi won't let his opportunities slip either.
For a few years, was that, hey, are they overpowered? So much to the point where it's been nerfed. Rez caught out, brought down, freebie, Hobbit, traded. Axel, though, undetected. He comes in, creeping through quiet as a whisper. Alexi B is about to be taken down. The gun barrel spotted. And that might be spelling out death for NIP. NaVi playing close to the smoke, looking to phase it. Brolin is just so hyper aware. It's a double phase. Head trick on the other side as well to act as insurance, but insurance that is unnecessary. Buster left as a solitary defender, needs to find the frag. Brolin on the other side, it will be faltering and falling. Molotov missed out, and it's Shearer to cover up as well. Configs, all they've got left, and it's just not enough. Nip taken down a peg, and it's Cloud9 to take it away. 16 found, and that's the map taken away.